Hello and welcome back to another video. This time we'll be talking about the evolution of Captain America's shield in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We'll first talk about his three main shields seen throughout the movies. Here they are, and we'll discuss about them one by one. First is the USO shield, which was originally just a prop used by Cap while performing for the USA in their propaganda shows during World War II. It's a heater-shaped shield painted to resemble the American flag. Funnily, it was used by Cap to hide the text used for his lines in the shows. Apparently, as it was made of metal, it was sturdy enough to be used as a real shield and was used by Cap while mounting his first rescue mission. We move on to the next one, Cap's iconic round vibranium shield that he carried around for over 70 years, or rather 80 years since the 1940s to 2023. Longer actually if you count him holding on to it after going back in time and growing old. Anyway, it was made from the only supply of vibranium that the US forces had at the time, which they for some reason decided to make a round shield out of. When Cap took it, it was painted to resemble the American flag, and this paint would occasionally get worn off from bullets and hits and then repainted again. In the Winter Soldier, we see a blue paint variant while going on stealth missions with S.H.I.E.L.'s strike team. In Civil War, Black Panther left scratch marks on it using his own vibranium claws. And before that, in Age of Ultron, we see that the shield had been upgraded with Stark tech to include electromagnetic panels for easy retrieval. It will soon be broken by Thanos as visioned by Tony Stark years earlier in Age of Ultron. And not to forget, we actually first saw a fake replica of Cap's shield in Tony Stark's house in Iron Man 2. Now, about its capabilities, because it's made of vibranium, it has awesome shock absorbing and seemingly physics defying maneuvers, great for both offense and defense. Now, moving on to the third one, his two Wakandan shields worn on both arms. He used it briefly against Thanos' forces in Infinity War, since he had given up his round shield at the time to Tony Stark. These shields are compressible, made out of vibranium, and were given to him under orders of King T'Challa. While not shown to be throwable, they are effective for switching between attacking and defense in close-range combat. Now that we are done with the main shields, we'll move on to his two earlier makeshift shields. We have the trash can lid that he picked up while facing street bullies during his pre-serum era. And we have the cab door used immediately post-serum. It is the detached door of a cab that he used to shield himself against the Hydra agent that he was pursuing, and even the star from the company's logo is a nod to his real shield that he would get later. And not to forget, there were actually many other shields that Howard Stark created for Captain America, besides the round vibranium one as seen in the first Avenger. Each of these shields here were high-tech, fitted with guns, electric relays and stuff, but Cap decided to go with the round vibranium one, and we never see them in action. As a bonus, let's just compare the shields from the old Captain America movies from the 70s and the 90s and laugh at how ridiculous they look. These movies certainly haven't aged well, and the shields look too obvious, like they are being made out of plastic, cheap plastic. Now, back to the MCU. Did you know that Bucky has been shown to use Cap's shield in all three Captain America films? This was done on purpose as a nod to him assuming the title of Captain America in the comics. And this here is just a fan edited picture. The same thing sort of applies to Falcon a little bit though, as in a deleted Civil War scene he is shown throwing Captain America's shield, as he too assumes the title of Captain America in the comics. Here's another fan edited picture, and in the end, as seen in Endgame, Falcon is the one who ultimately inherits the shield together with the mantle of Captain America. And before we end, there are still some other shields in the MCU that are somewhat connected to Captain America in a way and deserves some mention here. In Marvel's What If series, one of the episodes features a round vibranium shield with the Union Jack flag instead of the USA, with Peggy Carter being the one using it. In this What If episode, it will be about what if Peggy Carter received the Super Soldier Serum instead of Steve Rogers, making her Captain Britain, I guess. So it's a combination of Peggy and Captain Britain, who in the comics is actually Brian Braddock. The other one is the energy shield seen in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It is used by Phil Coulson, who in the show is S.H.I.E.L.D.'s director on and off. The shield is made of solidified blue light energy with the S.H.I.E.L.D. logo in the center, and it expands from Coulson's prosthetic hand. How is this related to Captain America? Well, in the comics, the energy shield was used by Captain America while his main shield was being repaired. We also want to show some early concept designs for Cap's shield that didn't make it into the final cut. For Infinity War, his collapsible twin shields had other designs that looked different and weren't black as seen here, yellow and white or silver ones. And remember when Tony Stark mentioned about a prototype for Cap's new shield in Spider-Man Homecoming? The shield was never finally shown, but a leaked photograph shows how the prototype looks like. Obviously still incomplete, with tech that seems to have more magnetic properties, like in Avengers Age of Ultron. So that's actually just the first part of our video, and you can comment on which shield is your favorite, but don't go away yet. We have a bonus video coming right up, more about Captain America. Did you know that Cap has been in a Marvel film every year since his debut in 2011 for 9 consecutive years? Note that this video will show the years in our real time, not the corresponding years in the movies. So we'll just let the video do the talking.